Good evening, everyone. Today is 17th day, Thursday of October 2024. There is a message someone sent me yesterday, and I'm going to read it out for you. This message is from a high-profile personality in Nigeria. He works with the government. I'm not going to call his name now. The office is working because of privacy issue, so that people will not trace where this information is coming. And look at the message he sent to me. He said, "Good morning, Okocha. I hope this message finds you well. How are you doing? I've been following your updates. Nnamdi Kanu refused to drop Biafra agitation. Southeast governors and politicians met with the president. They have discussed time without number that the only option for them to free Nnamdi Kanu is for him to drop the Biafra agitation. But the man is proving stubborn, and from all indication, it seems that he's not going to drop the agitation. Do you think that they can just free him like that?" Anyway, this is from somebody. If I tell you where this message is coming from, if I tell you where this message is coming from, you will begin to ask questions. First of all, heaven and earth knows. I mean, heaven and earth knows that Nnamdi Kanu can never drop Biafra agitation. So anybody who is telling Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation is making a mistake. Period. That is just, let me be blunt with that. Anybody who wants Nnamdi Kanu to drop Biafra agitation, like Asari Dokubo, like other people, I don't want to call names. There are so many people who agitated like Nnamdi Kanu. They arrested them, they gave them paper to sign, drop Biafra agitation, you are free, we don't have business with you. And up to today, those people have never in their life talked about Biafra again. Now, this is my own opinion. People like Nnamdi Kanu, they are needed in this country right now. They are needed. Just imagine Nigeria without agitation like Biafra agitation. Just imagine a Nigeria without activists. Upon the level of agitation, the level of stubborn people we have in this country, these people are still killing us, messing everywhere up. But just think about it. What about if there is no agitation like Biafra agitation, no opposition, nobody's even asking government anything? These people will kill all their citizens, they'll bury it, and nothing, absolutely nothing is going to happen. Now, after this message came yesterday, this evening I saw an article from Shara Reporters saying that ipob accuses Nigeria government of persecuting Nnamdi Kanu for refusing to drop quest for Biafra agitation. So I think the news is in line with what this man sent to me. Now, before I go into the details of this article, I want to say something. So, all the whole show off from the Southeast governors and politicians, is it for you people to go and tell the federal government that Nnamdi Kanu should drop Biafra agitation and you people will just facilitate his release? You people know that this thing is not going to happen. Now, right from the time I'm talking about, 70s, before and after the war, everybody in Nigeria, they knows about what was going on. So the problem we have today does not start today. It started for a very long time, and if we do not offer solution to it now, it will be increasing every day. Your children will grow up and they will not even hear anything called Nigeria any longer. So it is better we begin to settle the dispute, we begin to settle everything now. That draws me back to what Nnamdi Kanu said earlier on, of which that is what so many of us know about the Aburi Accord. This issue of Biafra has been causing trouble right from time. And Gowon is alive till today. Gowon was one of the members as head of state then who went to Ghana in Aburi town, where they had a accord that every region will manage their own security resources and so on and so forth. And that was the same thing Nnamdi Kanu was asking when he started the Biafra agitation. And there is something that Nnamdi Kanu asked a question. He said, the journalists, the mainstream media we have in Nigeria, how many of them have taken a walk to Gowon and asked Gowon a question? Everybody is talking about restructuring today. But you had an accord with Ojukwu, the North, everywhere. You had an accord with them on how to handle the affairs of Nigeria. Why did you not implement the accord? The problem of Nigeria today could be traced to Gowon. If Gowon had improved or implemented the agreement, by now, Nigeria will be like London. Nigeria will be like US. Nobody will bother to travel. Everywhere will be striving. There will be competition of progress. And then Nnamdi Kanu said Britain called Gowon not to implement it. And that is the cause of the problem we all are having today. And nobody, is interested to talk about it. Listen to what Nnamdi Kanu said.
That is why they're paying Facebook billions upon billions of US dollars to stop this truth from coming out. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Gowon is alive, go and ask him. Did Ojukwu cause any war? Ojukwu went and negotiated restructuring with you in Aburi. You came back. Britain told you not to agree because Britain realized that all the component units of Britain knows that if you go back to regionalism, you will have economic growth. The country will do very well. But Britain doesn't want it. That was why they even instigated the Nzogwu coup, so-called Nzogwu coup, saying they will bring Awolowo to become the head of state. They knew what was going to happen. They wanted to truncate the economic miracle of Dr. Michael. But what I'm telling you are fast. Go and investigate for yourself. In the East, you had the fastest growing economy in the whole world, over 40% every year. In the West, Awolowo was performing his own miracle as well. Even in the North, Ahmadu Bello and Tafawa Balewa were doing very well. You had all those massive industries in the North. You even had Alamajiris that were employed in the North, meaningfully employed, gainfully employed. They were all doing very well. Britain said, no, for us to control these people, we need to impoverish them. Let us introduce this war. There was a coup by Nzogwu. And after that, there was the massacre of, as usual, massacre of our people in the North. Ojukwu said, I have to secure my land and my people. They said, no, let's go to Aburi to discuss it. Ojukwu went to Aburi and agreed restructuring. That's something now you're asking for. To tell you how foolish Nigerians are. They're very foolish. That same nonsense you're asking for now was discussed many years ago. Ojukwu sat down in Aburi with Gowon and decided that regionalism was the best way forward. Restructuring, going back to who you were, 1963 Constitution, 1960-1963 Constitution. Be on your own and pay tax to the central government, as they have in America, as they have even in Britain. Britain, you have Scotland that is almost independent. Wales, the same thing. Everybody is free. But Britain doesn't want the same thing they're enjoying to happen in Nigeria. Why? Ask yourself that question. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy, I prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North will be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree, after having signed the agreement. That same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very zoo called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria, none of them have ever gone to Gowon to ask him, why did you say no to Aburi? Aburi was restructuring. None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to Gowon or gone to Nigeria to say, but Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people that Gowon was the aggressor, not Ojukwu. That's how Nigeria is, always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it, and we are here today. Those they gave birth to, they have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must come. It must come.
Yeah, that is just a short history from Nnamdi Kanu. Now, let us look into what IPOB alleged. The article reads, IPOB accuses Nigerian government of persecuting Nnamdi Kanu for refusing to drop quest for Biafra agitation. Now, the article was written today, 17th of October 2024, and here is the details. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has accused the Nigerian government of violating court orders and detaining and persecuting its leader Nnamdi Kanu because he refused to compromise on his stand to seek the actualization of Biafra. IPOB, in a statement issued on Thursday, said despite court judgment in favor of Kanu, the Nigerian government has continued to detain him. He lamented how Kanu has been detained by the Department of State Service DSS since June 2021, when he was arrested in Kenya and extraordinarily returned to Nigeria. I think the right word to use there, when he was kidnapped in Kenya. The IPOB spokesperson said since then, he has been illegally detained in solitary confinement of the lawless DSS facility in Abuja, Nigeria, despite court judgment in favor of Kanu and IPOB. In October 2022, the Nigerian Appeal Court in Abuja discharged and acquitted him, but the lawless government of Nigeria refused to release him. Also, the United Nations Committee on Arbitrary Detention condemned the adoption, extraordinary retention, and illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu and called for his unconditional release. All these resolutions and court judgment have been disobeyed by the same lawless federal government of Nigeria. Let me stop here. So, you can see the statement from IPOB, it has a link with what this man just wrote me yesterday. And above all, you remember the news I shared some time ago, how Nigeria was denied not to enter Human Rights Council of the United Nations. These are the reasons, because United Nations have condemned Nigeria time without number because of the same detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me know what you think about this. I am Okocha Marcel. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. That is the only way you use to help me. And also share this video to your loved ones and people who are interested to know what is going on from around the country. Above all, always come by for daily updates. Thank you.